It was a muggy Friday night in Miami, Florida, the kind where the heat sticks to your skin like a bad habit. Pulse Fitness, Jason Statham's high-end gym, was alive, weights slamming, spin bikes screaming, hip-hop blasting through the speakers. Trainers in black Pulse tees roamed the floor, spotting lifts, shouting hype. The place was a grinder's paradise, built for everyone from 9-to-5ers chasing a pump to pro fighters sharpening their edge. But for 23-year-old Mia Alvarez, the night wasn't about gains. She was tucked in the staff break room, head down, choking back sobs, trying to keep herself from falling apart. Years ago, Statham had opened Pulse, not as some flashy side gig to burn cash, but as a legit passion project. He'd spent years picking the best equipment, hiring trainers who lived for the grind, making sure his gym was a spot where regular Joes and elite athletes could push their limits side by side. But Statham knew no gym, no matter how packed or profitable, ran smooth just because the numbers looked good on paper. The real truth of a place wasn't tea and membership stats or shiny gear. It was in the locker room whispers, the exhausted slump of trainers after a double shift, the stuff nobody put in a report. That's why, every few months, he made a habit of slipping into Pulse like a ghost. No big entrance, no announcement, just a guy in a hoodie and cap, stepping into his own business like any other client. That night, the gym was electric. Barbells crashed, protein shakers rattled, and the juice bar was swamped with orders for post-workout smoothies. At first glance, everything was solid: clients sweating, trainers coaching, energy through the roof. But Statham's instincts were sharp, honed from years dodging punches on set and in life. He clocked Derek Holt first, the head trainer, a jacked dude in his late 30s, prowling the floor, barking orders like a drill sergeant on a power trip. His vibe wasn't tough coach, but control freak, his eyes raking over the staff like he owned their every move. Something was off. Then he heard a soft, broken sob from the break room near the back. It was faint, drowned out by the thump of bass, but it hit Statham like a jab to the chest. He slowed his steps, peering through the cracked door. Mia was there, slumped on a bench, hands clutching her phone like it was her only anchor, tears streaking her face. Another trainer, a weary guy named Jamal, stood beside her, voice low, urgent. "You don't have to take this, Mia." He's crossing a line. Statham's gut twisted. This wasn't just burnout. This was fear, raw and real. He didn't storm in. He wasn't Jason Statham, Gym King, right now just some dude grabbing a workout. So he drifted to the juice bar, ordering a protein shake, his mind churning. Mia's sobs weren't about a rude client or a tough day. The way she curled into herself screamed something darker, something he'd seen in industries where power gets twisted. He glanced at Derek, now chewing out a trainer for a smudged mirror. The guy's presence was like a chokehold, and Statham wasn't leaving until he knew why Mia was crumbling. He sipped his shake, watching Jamal step out of the break room, rubbing his neck, looking rattled. Statham saw his opening. He strolled over to the towel station where Jamal was stacking rags. "Yo, man," Statham said, keeping it easy. "Got an extra towel?" Jamal blinked, thrown, then handed one over. "Yeah, sure." Statham lingered, tossing out a fake name. "I'm Mike. Saw your friend in there, she okay?" Jamal stiffened, his eyes flicking to Derek, who was across the gym, tearing into a rookie for a misracked dumbbell. "She's fine," Jamal said, too fast, like he was dodging a punch. Statham raised an eyebrow. "Didn't look fine." Jamal's fingers fumbled the towels, his gaze darting to Derek again. "It's not my place to say," he muttered. Statham leaned in, voice low. "I'm not here to make waves. Just want to know what's up." Jamal let out a shaky breath, his guard slipping. "It's Derek," he said, barely audible. "He's been on Mia's ass for weeks. Extra shifts, late night inventory, saying she's got to prove her worth, or she's out. She's scared he'll tank her career, blacklist her from other gyms." Statham's grip tightened on his shake. "That it?" Jamal hesitated, then shook his head. "He gets weird with her. Comments on her looks, stands too close when they're alone. It's creepy, man." "She's freaked." Statham's jaw clenched. He'd seen this before, someone in power preying on the vulnerable, using their job to trap them. Mia wasn't just stressed. She was cornered. He nodded at Jamal. "Thanks for the towel." He walked away, his plan forming. This wasn't just a bad boss. Derek was a predator, and Statham wasn't letting it slide. He needed more. Jamal was nervous, but someone else might talk. He spotted a veteran trainer at the front desk, a woman in her 40s named Carla, who'd been with Pulse since it opened. She was on a break, scrolling her phone near the stretching area. Statham approached, hands in pockets. "Wild night, huh?" he said, leaning against a wall. Carla smirked, tired. "Always is." "Quick question," Statham said. "Your head trainer, Derek, what's his deal?" Carla's smirk faded, just for a second. "He's intense," she said, choosing her words. "Runs a tight ship." Statham pushed gently. "Heard he's hard on some trainers. Like the girl in the break room." Carla glanced around, then lowered her voice. "Mia?" "Yeah. Derek's got her working late every shift, alone with him. Calls it mentoring, but it ain't. She's too scared to push back. We've all noticed." Statham's stomach churned. This wasn't one person's problem, it was a pattern. He thanked Carla and headed back to the main floor, his mind set. Derek was still there, barking at a kid for a spilled water bottle. Statham watched Mia, now back on the floor, spotting a client on a bench press. Her smile was forced, and every time Derek's voice echoed, she flinched. Statham couldn't wait. He moved toward Mia, weaving through the gym. She was alone by the kettlebells, wiping down equipment. "Hey," he said softly, stepping up. "Can we talk for a minute?" Mia froze, her eyes wary. "I'm working, sir." A client nearby frowned. "She's busy, dude." Statham kept his focus on Mia. "It's important." She hesitated, then stepped away, clutching a rag. "What's this about?" Statham took a breath. "I know what's going on with Derek. The late shifts, the way he talks to you. It's not right." Mia's face crumpled, just for a moment, before she forced it back. "I don't know what you mean." Her voice was tight, scared. Statham didn't push too hard. "You don't have to say it. I see it. And I'm telling you, you're not alone." Mia's eyes darted to Derek, now heading their way, his face hard. "I can't," she whispered. "He'll ruin me." "You can," Statham said firmly. "And he won't." "I got you." Before Mia could reply, Derek loomed up, his voice smooth but sharp. "We got a problem here." Statham turned slowly, meeting Derek's stare. "Just talking." Derek's smile was cold. "Mia's got work to do. She doesn't have time for chats." Statham's stance shifted, shoulders squaring, his presence suddenly heavier. "Actually," he said, voice steady, "I think we need to talk." Now Derek's smirk faltered. "Excuse me?" Statham reached into his pocket, pulling out his wallet. He flipped it open, revealing his Pulse Fitness ownership ID. Mia gasped. The trainers nearby froze. Derek's face drained of color. "Name's Jason Statham," he said, voice calm but firm. "And you're done." The gym went quiet, clients pausing mid-rep, sensing something big. Derek blinked, mouth opening, then closing. "Sir, I didn't know." Statham cut him off. "You didn't know I'd show up. That's the problem." He turned to Mia softer. "You're safe now." Mia stared, her breath shaky, relief flickering in her eyes. Derek stammered, "Sir, there's been a misunderstanding." Statham's glare shut him up. "Your office." Now Derek swallowed, his confidence crumbling, and led the way to the back office. Statham followed but paused, looking at Mia. "Stay here. This won't take long." In the office, Derek tried to recover, forcing a laugh. "Didn't expect you here, sir." Kinda unusual for the owner to drop in. Statham leaned on the desk, voice low. "You know what's unusual? A head trainer abusing his power, intimidating his staff, making them feel trapped." Derek flinched. "I don't know what you mean." "Don't," Statham snapped. He pulled out his phone, playing a recording he'd discreetly taken while talking to Jamal. Jamal's voice came through. "He gets weird with her. Comments on her looks. She's freaked." Then Carla's. "She's too scared to push back." Derek's face went pale. "You've been playing this game a while, haven't you?" Statham said. "Targeting trainers who need this job, thinking you're untouchable. You're not." Derek's hands shook. "Please, I can explain." Statham cut him off, dialing HR on speaker. "You're fired. You'll never work in fitness again." Derek sat there, frozen, as Statham stepped out. The power he'd held was gone. Back on the gym floor, the tension was thick. Mia, Jamal, Carla, and other trainers waited, eyes wide. Statham looked at Mia. "He's gone," he said softly. "You're safe." Mia's shoulders relaxed, a tear escaping. She wiped it away, standing taller. Jamal looked stunned. Carla gave a small nod. Statham turned to the team. "You've been working under someone who didn't deserve his spot. That changes now." Mia swallowed, voice shaky. "What's next?" Statham gave a small smile. "You tell me." She glanced at Jamal, then Carla, gathering courage. "I don't want anyone else to feel like this," she said. "Not here, not anywhere." Statham nodded. "They won't." He faced the staff. "This gym's under review. We're not just replacing Derek, we're fixing the system. Transparency, trust, and if something's wrong, you speak up." Jamal stepped forward, hesitant but bold. "It's not just Derek. The pressure here, the fear of losing our jobs, it's bigger than one guy." Carla chimed in. "We're scared to complain. Feels like we're disposable." Statham's jaw tightened. This was why he came undercover, not for profits, but for the truth. "That stops today," he said. "I don't just want to fix this gym. I want to fix the culture. And I need your help." Mia looked unsure. "If we speak up, will anyone listen?" Statham adultos 18 plus, particularly those interested in workplace dynamics, leadership, and social justice. The story resonates with employees who face toxic work environments, managers or owners aiming to improve leadership, and fans of Statham's action star persona. It also appeals to a broader audience interested in stories of compassion and justice, making it suitable for workplace training or discussions on ethics.